Oh man. Oh man. We're back at it again. Off work sports. What we talked about, it's real. It's happening. KD to the Brooklyn Nets. Got some Jay-Z, a million in the background. I'm recording off my phone. And I'm going to turn this down. We're going to talk about this big win for the Brooklyn Nets as they inherit, to me, the best player in the NBA. Yes, better than Kawhi Leonard, in my opinion, when he was healthy. They take in Kevin Durant, an Achilles injury, 6'11", 7-foot plus wingspan, small forward, who is supposed to return in about a year and a half. That's my opinion. That's when he'll be fully healthy and be able to give you maybe 80% of Durant, which is still better than 90% of the league, and that's probably their thought process. Add on to Kevin, they add on Mr. Kyrie Irving. The deal reportedly for Kevin is at $164 million, while Kyrie is going to entertain the price tag of $141 over 4 years. That said, when you inherit these two big salaries, there's one thing on your mind, and it's about winning right freaking now. I've mentioned this before. There's no time to wait. There is nothing else that can hold this team back, and they're making moves, and they add on to this strong lineup, which doesn't lose Karis LeVert, one of the strongholds that I think was a key part of their winning season. And then they also still have their sharp-shooting three-point man in Joe Harris. Spencer Dinwiddie is also there. And these are the three key guys I think were very, 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 very key to the Brooklyn Nets. I think what also made this team really special was the drafting of Nikai Alexander-Walker and Nicholas Claxton. I believe Nikai Alexander is going to be moved. I think he moves on to the Pelicans. However, Nicholas Claxton is an exciting pick at the power forward position, but I'm also hearing talks of one more move. The next move, I don't agree with. Jarrett Allen had a near, I would say, a third-team All-NBA season, at least from a defensive perspective. And now they're thinking about adding DeAndre Jordan, who's averaged a double-double throughout his career. He's one of the more entertaining players to watch. However, you already got Jarrett Allen on the cheap. Why would you move to an expensive DeAndre Jordan? Don't know, but that's supposedly the new big trio. Durant, who has a relationship with Mr. Jordan, and then Kyrie Irving. That's going to be your triplet. Obviously, Jordan's going to be playing the defensive anchor for that team. Who else and what else do we have? Listen, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Knicks, you are cursed. I mean, literally, this team is cursed. I cannot imagine how much more painful it can get. They are cursed if they continue to try to follow the same model that has been proven to be failure in the past, which is sign somebody for big money who really doesn't deserve it or is at the end of their career. With that man whose face we're looking at, R.J. Barrett, in the play, why even mess with it? Leave Barrett to lead this team. Start building up through the draft. Do not make any moves and let the salary cap ease your mind a bit for a couple years. Make Hazonia play. That's another guy. Make him get in the game. What about Kevin Knox? What can he bring? And my favorites, Mitchell Robinson, and of course, Dennis Smith Jr. Let's build with this team and see what they have to offer. I would sign almost everybody back and then look at some free agents and continue to get high draft picks. New York Knicks, I am sorry. I am so sorry, but you are certainly cursed when it comes to trying to win. But you can change the tide if you're able just to keep the guys that you have and start to build up through the draft like the 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks. You got such a great start here, barring any injury, knock on wood, to Barrett or any of their young prospects. It looks like there's a promising future and at least a playoff team just with what they have now. If they can add on a few pieces from the draft, they're coming. There's a couple of nice little guards coming around, right? Maybe add another guard there from a backup perspective. Maybe a stronger power forward. But right now, they're solid enough that I think they can make some noise. Are they going to sign Moutier back? Moutier, this is probably your best season you had with the New York Knickerbockers. I think Frankie is gone. But back to the Brooklyn Nets, you really have turned a dark eye to the New York Knicks. They are no longer the premier team in the East. in the Northeast, in the Tri-Borough, it is now the Brooklyn Nets. And if they get KD back at least to 80%, that's what I think he'll come back as. They got a chance to win a championship, probably facing either the Lakers or the Houston Rockets of the West. All four sports, big trade just came through. You can see it at the bottom. Durant is gone, headed to Brooklyn. What does this mean? It means that the Brooklyn Nets, in about a year and a half, will be the favorites to come out of the East to face the West Coast contention for a championship. All four, I'm signing out. Peace.